Why your calorie deficit is not working for you. I had a nutrition audit earlier, and she said that her calorie deficit just wasn't working for her. She was in a calorie deficit for 4 weeks and lost 0 pounds on the scale. And I'm going to tell you exactly how we figured out and what we figured out was the problem. First of all, she was tracking about 5 of the 7 days of the week. So she was being consistent with her calorie deficit. She went off MyFitnessPal. It took her from like 2,500 calories to 1,500 calories. That's a very huge deficit. That's really hard to stay in. So number one is deficit was very, very low. Hard to stick to for 7 days. She was in a deficit for 5 days. 2 days, she was just eating whatever she wanted. If you average that out, she was very likely just sitting at maintenance. Then as we started working through her foods and how she cooks her foods, she is using a ton of oils when she cooks her food. So she's cooking her chicken in oil, her eggs in oil. She's putting oil on her vegetables. So we figured out we're using a lot more calories than we thought we were using. So technically she's not in a calorie deficit because she's mistracking by not tracking her oils and things like that. And then she's also pushing herself over by going over 2 days of the week with her calories. So if you're having trouble with your calorie deficit and it isn't working like you think it should, audit your tracking. Make sure you're tracking everything that you're using, oils, butters, serving sizes, condiments, anything like that. You need to be tracking everything if you're going to be tracking your macros and trying to stick to a calorie number. And then number 2 is we want to make sure that we are in a deficit that is not too big of a deficit so we can stick to it 7 out of 7 days of the week. That doesn't mean we're going to be 100% perfect, but it does mean that when we average out our calories for the week, we are in a true deficit. I hope this is helpful. If you have questions, let me know.